Hey, what's going on, chess fanatics? Hope everyone's doing well today. It is Wednesday. I've been doing some work around the house the last couple days, and yeah, it's time to play a little early morning rapid chess. I don't suspect I've been playing particularly well as of late, so I don't know. This might be a bit of a disaster, but hey, you know what? We're gonna pop in and see what happens. Hopefully, we get a stronger opponent. 1661 out of Spain. And we'll just continue with the ready. Okay, so in these lines, oh, interesting. In these lines, I think we can probably just develop the knight out. And hopefully, you know what, let's get the rook out. Maybe look to push e4. Probably actually wanted to play c4 before I put the knight out. That was a bit of a miscue. Okay. Seems like a good move. I think what we're going to look to do is just play knight over. And okay, so now in a bit of an unorthodox manner, we got to play c4. Of course, we played it in the slowest manner possible. So yeah, so we were thinking for sure of playing. So coming in here, if we go queen over, he can bring in the bishop here to e4. So we don't really want to do that. So instead, what we'll do is we will just play d4. Now this opportunity doesn't exist. And what we can do is centralize with the knight. If he kicks us, we have moves potentially like knight to b5, just opening up the long diagonal, for example. What about this anyway? Just to put his queen a little bit offside. I think he has to go here if he wants to protect the pawn. So this knight doesn't have a ton of great squares, so let's bring the bishop out. Okay, so now we get a nice double attack here. Okay, so this was the best move by far. Although you might want to consider this so we can avoid this knight jump, but we shall take. I'd love to come in, but I'm just not sure what it accomplishes right now. Should we look to just expand with h4? You know what, let's centralize this knight. What we want to do is try and take this bishop off, because it does have some pressure here. And if we can remove it, then when we move our knight away, we're gonna kind of control this area. So, and if he gets off that diagonal, that's just as good. Yeah, so that doesn't really bother me too much. And what we can look to do is expand over here, potentially fork. Oh, probably should have just gone straight away with this. That's a real nice move. Okay. So now we get to save this and attack the queen. Now we get to attack it again. Now we'll take the bishop. And we'll just look to make this exchange. Okay, so he doesn't want to do that. Totally fine. Okay, let's just keep everything protected, play simple chess. We'll look to trade some stuff off. I'll look to bring the knight in here probably. So that kind of helps us with our plan. Now we're just looking at taking this. I guess we can't really drop this. We should probably push b4 first. Okay, let's just develop our rook. I mean, these pieces seem way offside to me. Okay, now we get the other rook. We're going to take, then take with check. Yeah, so our opponent just resigns. Okay. That worked out surprisingly well. Let's take a look at the game review. Wow, 94.5. Played at 2300. Maybe I was wrong earlier when I thought I wouldn't play well. Very, very even. Okay, so it wants me to play d4. Makes sense. I mean, all things considered, Yeah, good. So c4 is best. I should have played that a little bit earlier. And I'm glad that I had this move here because I didn't initially see it. But basically it just obviously prevents the knight from coming in here, and we have so many pieces that are holding d4 here. It's just insane. So yeah, I think that was a really good move. And then this knight wreaked some havoc. Oh, I would have thought this was a little bit better, but wow. That's quite the series of exchanges. Okay, so it felt like at this point we're pretty good. Looks like we are up at least, yeah, same 1.4 right now, which is great. But they do have this pressure. And so I felt like this was just a great way to have that double attack. He played the right move, I think, by moving the knight, obviously. Losing a whole piece versus an exchange is a no-brainer. I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help but think maybe I would have played knight a6, but okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that this would have been a little bit better. Yeah. So I was right about that. I think it's natural to want to centralize, and this seems a little bit awkward, but it's just the best, I think, square for the knight given the situation. But the position was certainly not ideal, pretty overwhelming at this point. And yeah, I was really happy to get this off of the long diagonal here. Now it says it missed an opportunity to win material. Okay, so yeah, they always have these wild lines. I don't know. I thought that this was good. Yeah, so I felt like this was really good. Now, this was for sure the move, but ultimately, end of day, I was going to be taking that bishop off anyway. And we were essentially a piece up at that point in time. And so now it was just a matter of consolidating. And we were able to do so, just putting some pressure on the pawn. And as soon as we won the rook, that was game over. Not really sure what my opponent's best try would have been given the position, but yeah, there's not a lot of great moves. I mean, I don't know. Let's just say move back to defend this pawn after, right? So we're gonna take, and then the plan would have been to come in. Oh no, we can't even do that because they would be of course dropping a monstrous fork here. So yeah, just not a lot of good options there. All right, we got the victory, 1658. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.